Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic TBC and our Human Mage playthrough. Today we're going to start off by doing the Mage quest. I did take us into Stormwind City, and I got done the breadcrumb quest that we had there. Also worked on tailoring a bit, we'll take a look at that in a second. But I picked up the Mage quest. Let's take a look at this. This world has been victim to massive mystic struggles, which tore magic currents from once stable channels. We struggle to determine the effects these changes have caused, and some of us fear the worst. But I will reveal more of this later. Right now, we need you to gather information. Take this flask. Go to the base of the waterfall at Mirror Lake, southwest of Stormwind Gates, and retrieve a sample of the water there. Return it to me so that I might test it for magical taints. So this is going to give us a staff with intellect and spirit on it, which we could really use. It's also really close to Stormwind, so that's where we are starting off today. I did work on some tailoring, so we're now at 62 out of 150, trained the next rank. I was able to make myself some gear here, so we have a robe now with some intellect on it, and we have some other things here that we've made. Actually, I guess just a couple of pieces. I thought we had boots, but maybe the boots we made weren't as good as the ones we had equipped. But yeah, so tailoring is on its way. It was nice to be able to craft a robe with at least a point of stats on it. And I'm curious to see what happens with this mage quest. Oh, hello there. Let's do a little of that. It's nice to have Frost Nova. Hope you guys are doing well today. And I should say thank you very much for joining me here. And for continuing to support this series. I am having a lot of fun on the Mage. I've been sticking to my vow to not complain about the mana issues. And that's made it more enjoyable, I think. One thing I forgot to do is I forgot to go to the auction house. I meant to go to the auction house to get a wand, so maybe we'll do that when we go back to turn this in. Ooh, a rogue wizard. Let's deal with you. The Brotherhood will not tolerate your actions. Oh, okay. Later. Oh, that's nice. What is that? Some cloth pants with agility and intellect. You know what? I'll take the intellect. Definitely. Alright, we need to use our flask here. We need to maybe be in the waterfall. There we go. And I guess we're just returning that back to her in Stormwind. I've never done any of the mage class quests before. Typically I'm kind of opposed to class quests, but with that being said, I'm mainly opposed to them when they gate parts of the class. The totem quest for the shaman, I really detest those. The poison quest on the rogue, I really dislike that one as well. And the main reason I dislike those is because what happens is, like, you get those quests at, say, level 20. And you think, I'm gonna go do this right now, I'm gonna get this key component of my class, whether it's a totem or poisons. You try to go do it at the level that they give it to you, and it usually turns out that you're not the level you need to be to actually fight the enemies you need to fight to complete the quest, so it becomes this really big hassle. In the case of the totem quest, it's a lot of running around. Even the ones on the Alliance side that were a little bit better, the water quest was still, excuse me, a lot of running back and forth, so... Usually I don't really care for class quest, but if all they do is give you some cool lore and give you some items, that's a much better formula for a class quest than saying, hey, we're going to take this key component of your class and we're going to gate it behind a quest. Similar things, you have that on the warrior too, like you have to get your different stances by doing the quest lines. And I'm just not a huge fan of that, but if it has a decent story and we can just get some loot out of it, then yeah, that's a lot better. So let's head over here into the mage quarter. Actually, we should stop at the auction house and we'll see about getting a wand. I realize I record very little of stuff in the main cities. It's not often that I do stuff here on recording. We need projectiles? No. We need weapons. Wands, there we go. Let's sort it by level. Yeah, we can get a level 5 wand. That's not bad. Let's get as close to level 10 as we can. Level 9 Shadow Wand. Wow, everything's really cheap. Let's definitely do that. I wonder how cheap like other stuff is. How cheap is like armor? Let's have a little look-see here. It gets up into the gold. I'm not really sure if it's worth it to really like deck ourselves out with stuff right now. I think I'm gonna hold off on anything else. I need to be thinking about having enough money for our mount at level 30, so I shouldn't spend any golds at this point. But we definitely need to have a wand, so there we go. We don't have to melee anymore. What we need to be able to do now is we need to be able to shoot. So let's do that. And then we need to head into the Mage Quarter.
Need help?
Do you have the sample? The flow of magic in Stormwind and Elwynn has been altered, and I must know if it is seeping into the water. I will test this water for magical properties. Let us hope that it contains none, or we may find that those who drink from Mirror Lake for too long will be adversely affected.
Farewell.
Is that it? Oh no! I'm assuming that they're gonna follow this plot thread. I hope they do. I hope they just don't set up this plot with the water and the magical properties just to do one quest that gives us one item. That would be a darn shame. That being said, happy to have the Intellect Spirit staff. Good stuff. Okay, so this is weird. Instead of like actually counting properly the cooldown on my Hearthstone, it says 1 hour, but it's not an hour, it's 7 minutes. Very weird. I should probably just change that back to the traditional way that it tracks the cooldown. Not really sure what's going on here. Some kind of role-playing, but I like the Inquisitor Whitemane armor. That's actually really cool. Level 70 Priest. Awesome. Okay, let's head out. For the quest that we picked up, I picked up a couple of quests in Stormwind. One of them is Stormpike's Delivery, which takes us to Loch Modan. Not sure if we're going to go there, but we'll hang on to the quest. And A Humble Beginnings, this is a quest to find an item in Westfall at one of the farms. We'll be out at the farm doing a kill quest eventually. Once we're questing out of Westfall, we'll be over that way, and there will be an item inside a box, inside of a burned out building that we need to get. Let's have a look at the quest text here. It seems an eternity since I was a boy working the farm in Westfall. They say you can never go back, and it's true. Doubly true in my case. My family's home has been burned down and taken over by thieves. I've spoken with my father about the fate of some of my possessions, including my first compass. He was unable to save them. However, he also says that they should be hidden away on the farm. You'll find the Alexon farmstead west of Sentinel Hill. Perhaps you could go and retrieve it for me. So we will work on that once we are doing stuff in Westfall. Which we're definitely going to do. If we're lucky with the XP buff, we'll just be able to kind of take the zones in zone order, which for me means that we go to Westfall, and then we go do some stuff in Red Ridge, and then we go to Duskwood. And if we can do that, I would be really happy. Not sure if it'll turn out that way. There's always the chance that we'll have to zone hop a little bit to get some levels. As much as I'm hoping for this buff to make that not necessary, so far, we're not like levels ahead, you know what I mean? We're not even really a level ahead of where we would normally be. We're pretty much on par. If we go into Westfall and we're level 12 or 13, that'll be about the same as it would normally be from what I recall. I really wish it would break it out, like when it gives you experience for stuff. I would really like to see the base experience, and then I want to see the amount of experience I'm getting because of the buff. Not that I don't trust it to work, but it would be really nice to have that comparison. I remember when there was the Recruit a Friend experience bonus back in the day, like way back in the day. You'd recruit a friend, and while you were doing that, I think you had like triple experience? Or double experience while you were turning in quests together and leveling up together. You only got it while you were playing together. You could also summon the other person to you and stuff like that. It was a really cool buff that I'm surprised they haven't brought back for Classic. It was a really good way to get people into the game. And yeah, that would show you like how much the base XP was and then what additional you were getting because of the Recruit a Friend. So you could constantly see, like, hey, this buff is really helping you out. And I'd like to see that here. Because it's probably not a lot, right? I guess the quest, like, would be about 800 experience. And then we'd be getting an additional 400 or so from the 50% increase experience gains. No, nothing else to do here. Let's just... I want to do this stuff here before we do the stuff at Westbrook Garrison. And the good news is we'll be able to do this stuff and we will be able to hearth back to Goldshire. Because it is a little bit of a run.
What can I do for you?
The Stormwind army has placed a bounty on murloc lurkers and foragers in Elwynn. Slaughter them and bring me their torn murloc fins, and the Stormwind army will reward you well. Do we have to slaughter them? Can't we just defeat them? Do they have to be slaughtered? Because when you slaughter something, that's like a step beyond just killing it. You know what I mean? Like, language, please. We don't need to slaughter anybody. It's unnecessary. The Murlocs have built a village at Stonecarner Lake north of here, and another one south where the stream forks. Alright, yeah, we will do that. I think we'll fight them up here. That way we can go over here, and we can turn in this cloth and leather armor token. I don't think we're going to get anything useful out of it, but you never know.
King's honor, friend.
I've been commissioned by the Stormwind army to supply their people with cloth and leather armor. If you have a marker for me, then I'd be happy to make you something. Yeah, we don't need this, so...
Farewell.
We'll check out what it looks like. Yeah, there's, it seems to be missing some parts of it. We will go ahead and keep on the one with stats. And we will head to the north to take on some murlocs. That was a big resist on the first spell that we flung. I don't really like these keybinds. I need to figure something out here. Let's do this. Maybe that will be better. Disciple Pants of the Owl. Intellect and Spirit, I'll take that over Agility. Sure, why not? We're going through pants very quickly. Let's try to look at this and make sure that we're not going to pull multiples here without sheeping. We did pull multiples. Let's get in here and do that. I'm then going to wand this one down. Oh, lots of resisting. Lots and lots of resisting. Oh, our wand skill. Ooh, boy. I forgot that wands operated like weapons. That's unfortunate. That puts me in quite a bad situation here. Yeah, we need to get that skilled up pronto. I can't afford to not have some kind of like base auto attack. Okay, so we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful, and we're gonna have to skill up our shoot skill. 19 out of 55. Okay. Let's make some water and some food. And partake in both. And while we do that, I will drink some coffee. You'll notice as I play that I change my key bindings around a bit as I go. I just try to find, you know, what feels best, and you should never be afraid to switch things up. Don't get locked into a key binding just because that's where you put it. You know, you should always be experimenting with where you have your keys bound to see what feels best to press. To me, that's what really makes or breaks a class, is do I like pressing my buttons? Are my buttons enjoyable? Do they flow well from one ability to the next? So I probably will be doing a lot of kind of switching them around until I figure out like what's most optimal for me. Scroll of Spirit, I will go ahead and we will use that now. Some additional spirit never hurt anybody. For this, I think I'm going to sheep you. Alright, this is bad. That potion filled him up, didn't it? I might not be getting out of this alive unless we'll do a potion here. Too many resistor happening for this to be good for us. And yeah, there we go, we're out of mana. I might defeat this one. The sheep, we're gonna have to run from him. Unless we can just get really lucky with some wanding action here while we regen some mana. We can try it. I'm not really confident in this. Oh, he's gonna drink this potion. Oh, that's painful. Absolutely painful. Can we get him? I think we can. Okay, well, that was the biggest pull we've had to deal with. We managed to take on 3 guys. But it wasn't easy, and look, we're still getting ourselves into trouble over here. Is this a safe place? I'm sure we can get our last item if we can get in there to loot all these bodies. We do have a talent point to spend. I feel like I kind of want to go back and forth here a little bit.
Honor, friend.
You have the Finns? Great. Marshal Dugan is anxious about the murloc situation in eastern Elwynn, and I'd like to tell him that it's becoming under control. Nothing here for us. We'll take the mace to sell it.
Be careful.
And that is it. We can now hearth out of here. I think it's okay to hearth. I don't think we're going to need this anytime immediately. Yeah, from what I remember about the questing over on this side of the zone, we're probably only going to hit level 12 out here, even with the XP buffs, so we're going to have to see what it's like going into Westfall at level 12. Other than that, I mean, we could try to check out some quests in later done Moreau, but that's going to be quite a stretch, and a lot of the stuff there we're going to be out level for. It's only going to be like the latter parts of the zone that we're going to be able to do if we head over to Dunmorrow now. You really want to do that at like level 8 if you're going to zone hop. We will see. We'll see what happens. Let's grab the wanted poster. Wanted Hogger. A huge gnoll Hogger is prowling the woods in southeast western Elwynn and has overpowered all attempts at his capture. Stormwind Army has placed a generous bounty on the gnoll. To earn the reward, bounty hunters should bring proof of Hogger's demise to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire.
Greetings.
Marshal Dugan sent you, huh? Well, you're not from the army, but if Dugan sent you, then that's good enough for me. Our situation is, to say the least, a stressed one. I hope you can give us a hand.
For the Alliance.
Riverpaw Gnoll Bounty. Gnolls, brutish creatures with no decent business in these lands, have been seen along the borders of Elwynn Forest. A large pack of them, many more than we can handle alone, have infested the woods south of the guard tower yonder. Another group has infested the area near Stonecarter Lake to the east. The Stormwind Army will commend whomever helps kill them. Bring me their painted gnoll armbands as proof of your deed.
Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that they're over here too. I don't think I've ever fought them over here. I may never have been really in this area. That's interesting. Well, we can only find Hogger over here, so we're definitely going to fight them in this direction. Well, I'm seeing them in rather large packs, and we're not going to be able to deal with large packs necessarily. We can sheep one, that would then leave us with two to deal with. Let's try to pick off the ones that are kind of out on their own. Oh, this is Hogger. That changes things a little bit. Ouch. Do we have the firepower to take this guy? No, we don't. Oh god, what have I done? Am I gonna have to look for more for Hogger? That's pretty pathetic. We should be able to kill Hogger all on our own, I feel like. I do need a potion, though. There we go. We're probably going to run out of mana, if I had to guess. We probably didn't need the help absolutely, but it was good to have it. It was good to have the help there at the end, yeah. And whoever pulled those other guys off of us, because we did have two guys that somebody pulled them off of us. And without that, we might not have been able to do that. That might have gotten a little bit out of hand. Now, however, we just have to find any of these guys we can actually fight, and that's not going to be any of the ones in the groups. The groups pose a pretty big problem for a mage. We will hunt for the outliers. Oh, that's a great time to resist, yeah, just resist the opening salvo. Scroll of protection, yeah, sure, I'll apply all the scrolls and all the help I can get at this point. Let's make some more water, and then we'll drink. Well, there's level 12. Gold pickup schedule. Have I ever found this item before? This begins a quest. This note is a schedule with a list of days and times when a person... Oh, this is for the collector. The last character I took through here, I didn't get the collector quest, and I couldn't figure out why or where it came from, and it was probably just sitting in my inventory. The collector will receive a shipment of gold from the mines of Elwynn Forest. From the schedule, it looks as if the collector resides near the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch in eastern Elwynn. This sounds important. You should report it to Marshal Dugan. This is great because we are going to need this experience. So I'm really happy that we found that and that I actually paid enough attention this time to see that it began a quest. Can we get you by yourself? It looks like we can. This could backfire. Okay, this did backfire. Let's do this. We will sheep you. We'll get some distance, and we'll open up on this guy. That worked out okay. Still not really feeling confident enough to take on the packs that are 4 packs. There's a chest in there, but I don't think we're going to fight to that. It's probably not worth the risk of getting killed out here. Well, we need one more item. Can I pull you by yourself? It looks like I can. We're gonna try it. Oh, that was not how I wanted to open up, though. Yeah, that did not really work out that well. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's come back here a little bit. Oh, he started to run away really quickly. And there we go, that's the last armband that we need. Now we need to make our way safely back to Marshal Raynor.
Need help?
I see you've been busy. You have our thanks. Do we need any of this? No.
For the Alliance.
And that's all he has. Feel like Marshal Raynor was kind of wasted as a character. So now we're going to head back to Goldshire. We have to talk to Marshal Dugan there. We have to tell him about Hogger and get that. And then we tell him about the Collector. That's going to send us back out to the east. To the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch. There's going to be quite an interesting pull that we have to accomplish. There's like 3 guys inside of a house. We will be able to sheep one of them, freeze the other 2, power the guy down that we need, loot him, and then probably run away. That's how I think we're going to have to handle it. Let's refresh our buffs here. It'll probably be a good idea to go ahead and empty out our inventory in town. And we can visit the Mage Trainer too. We did get level 12.
Good day to you.
So we should have some new skills to learn. Gonna do some organizing of the old inventory here. We'll put crafting and trade stuff up in this top bag. We'll put consumables here. I need to learn first aid. I do need to learn first aid. It's gonna be tough to split our linen between tailoring and first aid, but... Oh, that's better than what we have on. And we'll put our food up here.
See you around.
Well met.
Agility and stam, we don't need it, but we can sell it. And the collector. What? We haven't had our people working the Elwynn mines for months. Let me see that note you have. I have heard of this collector, but I don't know whom he's working for. Thank you for the schedule, it will help us solve this mystery. If the collector is taking gold from our mines, then he's stealing from the kingdom. Bring the collector to justice, and bring me the ring mentioned in the pickup schedule you gave me. It may tell us whom the collector is working for. That pickup schedule says the collector is hiding out at the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch. You should search for him there.
With honor, friend.
Let's see. I need to be tracking some other things here. Professions, first aid, and we want to track tailoring, and we want to track skinning. First aid is where? Upstairs? There we go.
How are you?
Yep, we're gonna have to get started on that. I don't want to let that fall by the wayside. Even though I need the linen to level up tailoring, we need to be working on this as well. It's gonna be just a faster way to get our health back, generally speaking. What I'll probably do is I might have to spend a little bit of money buying stacks of linen. Linen's probably not that expensive. It's probably like 20 silver or so a stack. But if I want to keep my first aid and my tailoring leveled up, I'm gonna have to purchase some stuff. Alternately, I could farm it. You know, I can go fight humanoids for a while. Wouldn't be a bad idea to do that if we had some rested XP. Okay, yes. Let's head out to the east now. And we'll go track down the collector. Alright, so here is what we're looking at. We've got the collector here, okay? He's the guy we need. These other guys don't really matter. She's a caster. We could probably kill her pretty quickly. Maybe we sheep him, burn her down, and then freeze and focus the collector. Let's try that. If we do this... and we do this, she's gonna cast at us. He is gonna be frozen there. Oh, she went through the wall. That's not great. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Oh, man. Okay. I popped that guy out of his sheep. That was not what I meant to do. Alright, he's re-sheeped. And we're wanding. We're wanding the rest of this down, and I hope we have enough health to get through it. Oh, he dazed us. Okay, let's get this. We got the ring, and now we get out of here. Yeah, I'm not interested in taking out the last guy. Let's just run. We got what we needed. And we will leash the other guy. That was not smooth. I could have done that a lot better. But it worked. It worked. We used our tools. Our loose plan came together with the tools that we had, and we pulled it off. So, I'll take it. I'm happy about that. Obviously the mage is a glass cannon, but you do have a lot of tools you can use. You just gotta be cognizant of them before you go into a pull. It requires planning. Basically everything in WoW Classic requires a little bit of planning when you're talking about fighting multiple enemies. You always have to consider what your class is capable of, what it can take, and what tools you have to mitigate enemies and mitigate damage. That is one of the things that I love most about the game. It's not just charge in, pound your DPS buttons, and, you know, take out 5, 6, 7, 12 guys. You actually have to think about things, and strategize, and react, and use all the tools in your toolbox.
Light be with you.
You found him? Well done. He won't be collecting from the Elwynn mines again. And this ring you found is interesting. It's a membership ring for the old stonemasons guild in Stormwind. Why would a lowly thief have an artisan guild ring? And why are the Defias thieves collecting money from our mines? Difficult questions. I hope one day we'll have the answers.
Light bless you.
Okay, guys, I think that's everything that we can do here in Elwynn Forest. So we are going to head into Westfall. I'm just going to head into Westfall. I'm not going to worry about trying to zone hop or anything like that. We'll just have to figure out the leveling curve as we go. Maybe it'll require some additional grinding. Maybe we'll see this paying off a little bit more as we get into Westfall and into Red Ridge. I'm not really sure. I do know that level 12 is probably a little bit too low level to head here. Yeah, 10, 14, 12, 12. We're gonna have to be a little bit picky about what quest we work on. At level 12 as a mage, we're not gonna want to be fighting level 15 guys. So we're just gonna have to be cognizant of who we're up against and what we're doing. And we should be fine. That being said, let's get down there and just grab some intro quest. And make our way over to Westfall. The good thing is we have the flight point for Stormwind, so whenever we need to go train or go do anything, we can just head back and get that done.
Hello.
The Forgotten Heirloom. It was horrible. Verna woke me when she heard the ruckus in the fields. The fields were full of hooligans. We left in a rush and I forgot to pack my pocket watch. Verna's pa gave me that watch on our wedding day and I feel just sick knowing those thieves have it. I left the pocket watch in the wardrobe at the farmhouse.
Safe travels.
Hello.
Westfall Stew. She wants us to collect some things for Westfall Stew. Actually, we're going to go talk to Selma Saldian to deliver the recipe. She'll want us to collect some things to make the stew.
See you later. Hey there.
And poor old Blanchy. Blanchy back here needs some oats to eat. We're going to be collecting those in the various fields. Even starting right here, I guess they're saying we have potential spawn points. The oats are always something that's like hard for me to find. They're kind of difficult to see, and they don't spawn very many of them. Maybe we can find one here to kind of illustrate. But no, we really can't. Yeah, I don't see any right here nearby. Okay, what I want to do is I really want to head down to Sentinel Hill and grab everything. We'll make a stop at the Saldean farm to get their quest as well before we really get into things here. Westfall is one of my favorite zones aesthetically. I really do like the autumnal feel of the zone. Ooh, look at that. I am gonna have to do some more skinning back in Elwynn. That is gonna have to happen. I don't want to get behind on my skinning, so I am gonna have to find some time to do that. We didn't really fight a lot of beasts. That's the thing, is we fought a lot of humans and stuff like that, but we weren't really fighting a lot of beasts. My skinning is probably pretty low. 17. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Definitely.
What can I do for you?
Killing fields. Look at what has happened to this place. These lands were once occupied by good farm folk, but the damn thieves have driven them all off. Not me, though. But it seems some harvest watchers have taken over the fields. If you're up for the work, I'd like you to go out and kill 20 of them.
Be careful.
Well met.
Gore-tusk liver pie. We need gore-tusk livers.
Be careful.
And for the Westfall stew, we need a bunch of stuff from all the different creatures here. We'll be working on that passively as we do other things. And yeah, I think I'm just going to take us down to Sentinel Hill. That is going to be the plan. Oops. I thought maybe I would try to tag this, but I don't think we're going to get any credit for it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. All those items and it didn't drop anything we needed. Go figure. It won't take me long to do that. I think I'll go back to Elwynn and I'll get our skinning up to like level 25 or so. That should make sure that we can skin everything here, and we're going to be skinning a lot of stuff here, so I'm hoping we don't fall behind with it again.
Greetings.
Foul corruption has crept into Westfall. While I was upholding my duty on the battlefields of Lordaeron, these honest farms were overrun and made into hideouts for thugs and murderers. The People's Militia needs your help. My friend sent you here, how kind. Well, the Stormwind Monarchy has abandoned our cause. Now it is up to the People's Militia to keep the land free from corruption. If our cause interests you, I can put your combat skills to use in the name of freedom. The People's Militia has but one goal, to defend the lands of Westfall and return peace to our surroundings. Unfortunately, the price of peace is often blood. One of my scouts has brought word of a band of Defias trappers wreaking havoc nearby. I have reports of Defias trappers sightings near the Jangalode mine to the northwest, as well as the Molson farm and Furbrol's pumpkin patch. If you seek to join our ranks, slay 15 trappers and 15 smugglers and return to me.
Can I help you?
And patrolling Westfall, Stormwind has abandoned us. A foul wind of depravity rustles through the plains of Westfall. This was my homeland, and I will not turn my back on the citizens who choose to remain here. We, the former farmers, shall make our stand. Your task, should you choose to accept, is to patrol the grasslands of Westfall, track down and slay the vile gnolls that seem to be working in conjunction with the Deadmine's thieves. Bring me 8 gnoll paws.
For the Alliance.
And the quartermaster here.
Need something?
A swift message. This is going to be a note to the Griffin Master. That's going to be like a Stormwind breadcrumb, so that's fine. And then the inn is all the way over here, so let's run over there. There is a quest over here as well. That's a fence.
King's honor, friend.
The Defias front is constantly shifting. I've been following their movements for quite some time now. On a side note, I've ascertained that many members of the gang can be tracked by the red leather bandanas they wear. Bring me 15 of these bandanas and I'll see to it you are rewarded.
Be careful.
And we'll come in here and we'll set our hearth.
Need help? Safe travels.
There we go, and then I'm going to fly myself over to Stormwind. That's going to set me up in a good spot to do some farming back in Elwynn to get our skinning up a little bit. Probably check the auction house for some linen as well. If I can get some stacks cheaply, I will do that. And besides that, I am going to take a break here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you all spending your time here with me and the continued support on the series. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again sometime really soon. Bye now.